Hello!
Hi.
8 days. Wait, is that an 8?
Yeah, it's
I can't really see the O or the
shoot.
circle.
To my perspective, it was good.
8 days in the Philippines.
Infinity goggles!
Infinity! I am an infinity!
That was from one of our reactions a while ago. I don't remember what problem.
Me neither, but it was in something, so it was really good, obviously. Everything we do is good. We're just the funniest people alive.
Yeah.
We're gonna be checking out 8 days in the Philippines, but when we go to the Philippines,
That's the Philippines for SB19 viewers. Philippines.
Oh, Philippines! Oh, they'll get their own island and it'll be called Philippines, and then everyone goes there and just hangs out with SB19.
Yeah.
And then Stell can teach us all how to dance.
Would they all like co-rule, or would there be like one ruler?
They would all rule, so then we'd obviously just be like the two reaction princesses. But yeah, when we go to the Philippines, we're gonna definitely be there longer than 8 days, because the flight there is probably gonna take us 8 friggin' days because it's very far away. But yeah, we have 8 days in the Philippines. Let's check this out. One of our highly requested things that you guys wanted to see. Let us know in the comments what else you want to see. I'm sure there's just tons of Filipino stuff that you guys want us to check out. Food, stuff like that. Because we need to know what we need to eat in the Philippines. Anyways, let's get into this. Here we go. Look at that water, my gosh.
So I'm traveling today to this country called the Philippines.
Never heard of it.
I've only heard of Philippines.
Yeah, same.
It's more fun in the Philippines. The taxi to the airport, fun. Boarding the plane, fun. Leaving the plane is even more fun.
Planes are never fun.
SIM card is finally fun.
Welcome to the Philippines!
Go to the hotel. Welcome to the Philippines. Check into your hotel.
Welcome to the Philippines!
Buying a McDonald's here is also fun.
Welcome to the Philippines!
What the heck?
Welcome to the Philippines!
Now when we go to the Philippines, we're just gonna expect everybody on the street to be like, welcome!
Or they'll like film them and be like, do the thing. And it'll be like, what?
What?
Do it!
Upway,
Welcome to the Philippines!
a corporate job, still fun.
Welcome to the Philippines!
Corporate jobs are also more fun in the Philippines if you're not in the car. It's so fun in
That was
the
rude. What are they doing?
Go and ask random people to smile. Smile. They will smile. Even security guards. Smile.
Just 1 minute! See you tomorrow!
Hey.
I want to see if I can have food, water, shelter for the whole day for $0.00 here in Manila.
Whoa.
I gave up my valuables, my drone, and my entire wallet and checked out of the hotel to hit the streets. It's a bad idea. I cannot take buses or taxis. I cannot eat out. But what I can do is rely on people's generosity. For water, I say I'm thirsty.
Thank you. I'm Muslim, I'm also Muslim, that's why the people is very thirsty, much better to give.
For food, I say I lost my wallet and leave. You ran after me.
Yes.
Why? I'm hungry.
So I'm just sharing my bed.
Oh, that's so nice.
Unbelievable. But for shelter, this is a bit hard. I say I'm stranded. I ask 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people, and then I meet this guy.
What happened to you? I mean, it's a long story.
He takes me in, buys me food, offers me his home, gives me his bed, and doesn't even want to be filmed. There is still good in this world.
That's 1 minute. See you tomorrow.
Wow, what the heck? That's so...
Jeez.
That takes a special person, because first of all, I mean, that's scary to let somebody into your
Trust
house.
them.
You don't know what they're going to do to you. But he's so nice. That's crazy.
What the?
Dang.
Money. I don't like spending it. That's why I like the Philippines. It's very cheap. A full day tour at this island will cost you
Whoa.
$20 and maybe $25 for this one. A haircut for
That's so
$17
cool.
in Hong Kong. Here you can get it for $1. An Uber ride for 1 hour will cost you $3. Welcome to the Philippines.
What?
It's like $70 here for like an hour.
Yeah.
Depending on like what you're doing.
Yeah, I got like a taxi in Arizona one time. It was like an hour because we were at the second airport. It was like $100. That's crazy.
Yeah, from the airport it's like 70 to 100.
That's crazy.
Romantic date for 2 will set you back $15. Now, you're not gonna go on a date, island hop, and get a haircut every single day.
Maybe.
But what I think you might like to
We do.
is drink. It's so cheap in the Philippines.
I'm
that
18.
This bottle of rum costs $1.10.
What?
For that price, I can buy 30 bottles to get the whole village drunk for the price of 2 cocktails in New York City.
What the heck? We can bring home so much alcohol for all the alcoholics that we know.
We should actually do that though. It's so cheap. Just like buy
True.
it, just give it to a few people.
That'd
Just
be
be like, why
cool.
not?
We should. We're gonna do it. So
Yeah.
make sure
So
to
if
be
you-
at this certain location.
Yeah, we'll give you something.
Yeah.
And the best part is that while you drink your cheap drinks, you can make friends with locals because they all speak English in here.
Fishers.
Island.
That looks so cool. That looks so cool.
These islands are gorgeous, but watching it from your phone, you will get bored after 5 seconds. So let me tell you what makes this place incredible. Above water, it's heaven on earth even when there is no sun. But it's not just what's above the water and on the water that's beautiful, it's also what's hiding underneath. You have the gazillion small
Oh
fish
my
that follow you
gosh.
and the gigantic fish that does not give a damn about you. There is a Japanese shipwreck hiding right under your feet.
Whenever I've gone snorkeling, the fish are just like, "Rah!" and they'll just run away.
Yeah. The one time we went snorkeling in Costa Rica, they literally planted a starfish.
Yeah.
And then I saw like maybe like 10 fish.
That'd be so cool to actually swim and they'd just be like swimming around you and you try to touch them. And then the big boy comes and you grab onto it and have it swim away and then you use it like as like a jet and you're like,
And then you end up suffocating it because you were holding too tightly.
no, I don't want to kill Fisher.
Yeah.
No. And then you eat it.
That took a dark turn.
I know.
And if saltwater isn't really your style, there's always a lake hiding behind these rocks that'll take your breath
Wow. River monsters living there.
away. That's why this place is incredible. That's 1 minute! See you tomorrow!
Oh.
If there's one mountain you get with, it's the Mayo volcano! She's standing in a perfect cone structure at 2,463
Wow.
meters high, which is 65% of her sister Mount Fuji in Japan and 3 times that of Burj Khalifa in Dubai. But it's not her appearance and height that make her so majestic.
It's crazy. It's like Philippines is like a bunch of countries just mashed into one. Because it's like that one area with the lake and the really cool water looks like Thailand. This looks like Costa Rica. Mm-hmm. That a volcano that I went to. That's pretty much exactly what it's just this big cone volcano. And that it's just crazy. It's like
Yeah. And then like the tall like green rock thingies
Yeah.
look like a ton of different countries.
yeah, it's so crazy.
It's her personality. Mayon is shy. She is so shy, she hides behind the clouds all the time. In fact, some say her husband are the clouds. And when you finally see her, she is beautiful.
I
wonder if we could rent an APD because he was talking about he doesn't like to spend money and he's renting an ATV.
Yeah.
I'm sure he could.
And it's probably pretty cheap.
And I mean, we have experience driving the Razor.
Yeah.
We used to drive the Razor through our like forests.
Yeah.
And that was super fun. And I can't imagine doing it on Filipino islands.
I think we could like literally rent some ATVs, like rent kayak. Do they have jet ski rentals? That would be super sick.
Yeah.
We need to practice a little bit.
A little bit.
That's insane! She is angry. That tip of hers erupts every 3 to 5 years.
Whoa.
That is deadly angry. But
That'd be
best
so
of all,
cool.
She is perfect. The most perfect human being nature has to offer. That's Mayon. That's 1 minute. See you tomorrow. For the past 5 days, I've only stayed in the richest parts of the Philippines. And so it's easy for me to believe that all of the Philippines looks like this. But it's not. Only 1 cab ride away from here, you arrive here, at the Trash Mountain,
Oh.
where people live in such extreme poverty that the air is unpleasant to smell. But this isn't just this area. 25% of the Philippines live under the poverty line. It's incredible that under the same city roof, you can lunch like this and dinner like this. Green stuff coming from the ground means it's beautiful nature. In this case, it means there's so much trash piled on top of each other that it formed a mountain where actual people live and plants started to grow.
Oh, dang.
Jeez.
The country's tagline is, "It's more fun in the Philippines," but I think a more appropriate one is, "It's more fun in 75% of the Philippines."
1 minute, see you tomorrow!
It's kind of like Brazil also. You got the super nice city, and then other side you got like the favela. You see like pictures of that all the time. I mean, it's like the United States too. There's places in the United States that are super poor. Like apparently there's like places in the United States that like British non-profit like organization went to in like West Virginia, and they said it was like a third world country in some of the towns that they're in, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Because you got the poverty or the insane wealth and the.
I said it before and I'm gonna say it again, the Philippines is cheap, which means you don't need many dollars to come here and see this piece of beauty.
Good.
But it also means you don't need many dollars to help those that need help. It's so cheap in here that we can buy this burger with meat and all for 20 cents.
20 cents?
And for that price, you can buy a 1,000 rupees burger without breaking the bank. And in a place where people are so poor that trash forms an actual mountain, you can form an actual mountain of food for the price of one average hotel stay in New York City. And with that, you can feed up to 1,000 people.
Yeah, that's crazy, because like the fact that like we're obviously not like well off enough to where we can just start like handing out money here, but like that's crazy. There's even 20 cents. Wow.
Yeah, I mean that's crazy. Like that's something I would. Yeah, we're not even like wealthy at all. I mean we really like. I mean personally, not including like our family or whatever, but like. We don't make very much money.
It's hard for us to go on vacation sometimes. We got to choose like the cheapest options for everything, and we're like, But
I mean, we still get to go on vacations. Imagine these people. We could literally be like, oh, let's just get a cheaper place tonight, and then give like a whole family dinner.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's so cool. We should do it.
Let's do it.
Let's just get them a bunch of balut.
Yes, cheap prices mean better tourism, but it also means it's not that hard or expensive to help those in need. That's 1 minute. See you tomorrow! Yes! Hi, it's my last day in the islands of the Philippines. I'm sad, but here is everything that I like about this country. Go! It's a country with more than 7,000 islands, which means this and this and this exist here. This volcano and this volcano also exist.
This is watching golf ball.
They are so cheap you can get a whole village drunk or another poor village fed without breaking the bank. But reality is, in some parts, poverty is so extreme, people live on top of a trash mountain or at a graveyard with the dead. But you can Google all the above. What you cannot Google, however, are the people. They will be generous. They will feed you and they will host you without knowing you. They will build good startups and they will party like crazy. But best of all, they will be your friend. Real friends. The country's tagline is, it's more fun in the Philippines. But I don't like that. A better term is, there's more love in the Philippines.
Bye-bye, lads!
That's 1 minute.
See you tomorrow!
Wow.
Dang, that's cool.
Thank you!
Dang, I'm excited to go to the Philippines. We have to go, when we go there, when we start going on trips, we have to try to be really social.
Especially like when we're going to the cities.
Yeah, we're not very good when we go on trips. We kind of like, I don't know. I guess we don't really go places where we can be social.
Yeah, we haven't gone to like a ton of big city type places.
We just kind of go into the nature by ourselves and see what we can find, which is sure something we'll do in the Philippines as well. But it's definitely, I like the YouTubers that like do things like with people, like they talk to people and they bring people out.
Get to the culture.
Yeah, so hopefully when we start traveling and making videos in the Philippines and other countries, we can do stuff like that.
Yeah.
But our next trip, I guess, we're pretty
nature
again. But Philippines, places like that, we can mix it up.
These things are literally, it's like MV teasers. It's just hyping us up for our trip.
I know.
It's just constant boom, 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 boom,
And
boom.
it's so long away.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll just be to the point where, I mean, we can just be like, let's go. Let's just go for a couple months. Let's go.
Dang, yeah.
Hopefully you all can join us there. So make sure to subscribe, like the video, and let us know what you want to see in the comments below. Let's keep these Filipino videos popping.
We got you guys.
Let's eat some balut.
Cool. Yeah, 100K.
I'm so scared. I don't know. Do you like slurp it?
I guess we'll have to find out.
Anyways, see y'all later. Bye.